Well, today, of course, marks Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and a new monument has been unveiled in Boston titled The Embrace. It memorializes Dr. King and his wife, Coretta Scott King's love and struggle. The 20-foot-tall bronze statue designed by artist Hank Wilson Thomas captures the hug, and you'll see a picture of it here, that Dr. King shared with his wife after he won the 1964 Nobel Peace Prize. Their arms entwined. That's what this statue captures. It was brought to life by the Boston Foundation and Embrace Boston, a nonprofit working towards racial and economic justice there. Embrace Boston's executive director, Imari Paris Jeffries, joins us now to talk about this. So congratulations, it's been unveiled. There's so many monuments dedicated to war. I guess the artist here says the sculpture's design is a message of love and reiterates the King's message of nonviolence and solidarity. So how'd you choose this artist? And how did it come out to you?
Well, you know, we were so excited to unveil this memorial. I wish you could have been there with us on Friday. And the outpouring of love and joy was exactly what we wanted to happen. And so there was a national and international call for proposals, 126 submissions, really world-class artists and designers, 5 finalists, and we had voting stations in post office and Boston Public Libraries and City Hall and online, and the community voted. We had an expert panel of artists and scientists and thinkers who helped vet this process, and we're so excited with Hank Willis Thomas and Mass Design Group's submission.
And that embrace between Dr. King and Coretta Scott King, I haven't seen a monument like that, which sort of spotlights her role as well, their partnership in the fight for justice in America. Talk a little bit about that and what it means.
And, you know, throughout this time, we've been, you know, I say up until the 2020, during the dark ages of the pandemic, I never used the word essential workers before. And that became one of the most important words that we talked about. And we really talked about these figures who kept our society moving. They were the most important people in our community, in our lives. And Mrs. King was an essential worker. She was in all the photos. She was the heart and soul of the civil rights movement. She was the keeper of the family, the keeper of the flame for Dr. King's legacy. And so we wanted in this world where we're talking about hidden figures and essential workers, we knew when we created a monument for Dr. King, we had to illuminate Mrs. King's contribution.
So, Imari, obviously art is going to be subjective. Some people don't like it, right, on social media, which is no gauge of anything generous, that's for sure. It seems to bring out the mean-spirited in people. There's been some negative comments and all that. So how do you deal with this feedback, especially, as I say, you know, social media can be such a nasty environment. Did you expect this kind of response?
You know, early on, I had conversations with Hank, and Hank talks about, hey, Imari, I'm an artist. And sometimes when I create art and other artists create art, people say to us, I don't get it. And I said, Hank, why, you don't get it? What does that mean? And he said, if people say they don't get it, this means that they're thinking. And I think in this moment in time where there's so many different views and this anti-intellectualism in some cases that occur, the fact that people are thinking about it and that we're not going to be just thinking about King's message just on MLK Day, but throughout the year, anytime people see the art, see the image, come to visiting the Embrace, that we're going to continuously talk about love, belonging, and the beloved community. I'm excited about that.
That's great. And today, your group, I guess, celebrated MLK Day, and the new monument week of events is coming up as well. So what's next for Embrace Boston?
This work continues. I think in Freedom Summer 2020, and we all experienced the murder of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, I think there was a lot of promises and commitments we made during that time to do better, to think about each other, to be patient, to practice empathy. And we want to continue that work. Our work continues here in Boston. Boston is one of America's storytelling cities. And I think if Boston can tell a new story about itself, I think America can tell a new story about itself. And so we have a research center and museum that we're planning in a formerly urban renewal parcel in the city, the last undeveloped urban renewal parcel in Boston. We have the Embrace Ideas Festival to illuminate another important holiday, Juneteenth. And we have a year full of convenings and coalition building work that we're up to. And so super excited about that.
That's great. That's great. Telling the American story anew, no question about it. Congratulations on the sculpture, Imari Paris Jeffries, and thanks for being with us.
So great to be here. Happy MLK Day, everyone.
You too.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.